Okay, Chapter 5, Day 2. We've done some completing the square. We're going to do some more work today with completing the square, but we're also going to add on another piece with completing the square. And so what we're going to focus on today is how do we use completing the square, the process that we just got done doing, to write equations of circles. How do we use it to write equations of circles? Let's see, circles, I don't remember that. Well, we recall from geometry, you have a general circle equation, all right? And if you remember from geometry, the general circle equation was x minus h quantity squared plus y minus k quantity squared equals r squared. And that was the general formula for a circle, all right? Where the center was the h and the k. Whatever, if this was a minus a number, it was just that number. If it was plus a number, it was opposite sign. So these are opposite signs of what you see in here. Was the center. The radius, well, if this is r squared, then the square root of that number would be your radius. Okay? So that was a general circle equation that you spent time on in geometry, but now we just have to remember that we actually did that and use it. So, completing the square with circles. So for example, the question might say, write the equation in center radius form. All right? This is center radius form. All right? And so we take a look at the equation. Right off the bat, I notice not only do I have an x squared, I have a y squared. And I have x's and I have y's. And so, write the equation of a circle. I know now my x squared, y squared, I'm going to have to use completing the square to write the equation of the circle. It's the only way that they ask this question on the test, is completing the square with circles. All right. So first of all, step one, separate the x's and the y's. All right. So we have to we're going to separate them and move any constants, so that's numbers without a letter, to the other side. All right. So we got a couple tasks. I'm going to get this over to the other side because it's not attached to x or y. I'm going to rewrite this so the x's come first. So x squared plus 2x plus y squared minus 4y. And then this will equal -1. Okay? So I'm just going to reorganize this, moving anything that was out x and y to the other side, and all x's together first, all y's together second. Because in our center radius equation, all x's are together first, and then the y's are together second. All right. Now, complete the square separately for the x's and for the y's. So you're going to go through the completing the square process, but you're going to treat them like two separate problems. So I'm focusing only on the x's. Half the b term. Well, I got a positive 2 divided by 2 is 1. 1 squared is still 1. Over here, I have a -4 divided by 2 is -2. Squared is +4. Okay. So just like we did yesterday, or the last class that we had, you take half the b term, square it, and then this value you're going to add to both sides. So I have x squared plus 2x, and then this number, plus 1, plus y squared minus 4y plus 4. So complete the square here for the x's, complete the square here for the y's, equals -1. But again, in order to be fair and equal, whatever I added here, I have to add to this side, so +1. Whatever I added here, I have to add to this side, +4. So now let's clean this up a little bit, okay? Factor x plus 1, x plus 1, plus y minus 2. Again, whatever that number is will go here. Whatever this number is that you're squaring will go here. Y minus 2 equals, well, a -1 add 1 is 0, add 4 is 4. So complete the square for x's and y's. Gotta keep going. So x plus 1 quantity squared, y minus 2 quantity squared is 4. Notice it is now in general center radius form. Okay? So my center is opposite sign, -1, comma, opposite sign, +2, and my radius is the square root of 4, which is 2. And that is how you complete the square with circles. Done.